Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are about to do a whirlwind tour of the entire globe, connecting the dots on everything that's happened in the last 6 months. From new leaders to mind-blowing tech, we're going to break down the key trends that are shaping your world right now.
Let's be honest, the news cycle feels like a constant fire hose of information, right? It's almost impossible to keep up. So what actually mattered? Well, we've cut through all that noise to bring you the defining moments in politics, tech, security, and culture. Let's start with who's running the show.
All right, first up, the political chessboard. We've seen some really significant leadership changes around the globe, and these new faces are setting a completely new tone for international relations. So, we'll start in Australia, where the big story is actually stability. Anthony Albanese's re-election means they're sticking to their path, which is a really big deal for its alliances in the Indo-Pacific.
But over in Europe, whoa, we've got a major shift. Friedrich Merz is the new Chancellor of Germany. This isn't just a small change. It sends ripples across the entire European Union. I mean, Germany is the EU's economic engine, so new leadership there could totally reshape the bloc's approach to everything from money to foreign policy.
And then hopping over to Southeast Asia, Singapore has a new Prime Minister, Lawrence Wong. This is huge for global trade and finance. It really marks a new chapter for one of the world's most important economic hubs. Okay, so all these leadership changes really set the stage for some crucial diplomatic talks. You had Brazil hosting the BRICS summit, bringing together major emerging economies. China led the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, a key Eurasian political and security group. And Malaysia hosted the ASEAN Summit for Southeast Asian nations. This is literally where the next chapter of global strategy gets written.
Now, it's not just the political map that's changing. The actual infrastructure of our world is getting a massive upgrade. Our second theme is technology, and the last 6 months have been absolutely wild, with incredible leaps in everything from how we travel to how we learn.
A perfect example of this is India's new chip-based e-passport. Seriously, don't think of this as just a digital document. It's more like a high-security key. It's a fundamental upgrade designed to make your international travel way safer and a whole lot faster. So here's the real difference. Your old passport just had static data printed on it, which made it pretty easy to forge. These new e-passports, they use dynamic, encrypted data. That means they're way harder to tamper with, which is what allows for that super fast automated clearance at airports. It's a huge leap forward in preventing identity fraud.
And this tech push is happening all across India. We're talking major investments in foundational stuff, like the country's first AI data center in Chhattisgarh. There's a huge focus on future skills, with Kerala making robotics a compulsory school subject. And we even see tech making life more fun with a new Vissadome jungle safari train in Uttar Pradesh.
And all these huge leaps in tech, they always tie back into our third theme, global security. In a world with such advanced tech, military capabilities and strategic alliances are also evolving, and that's leading to some brand new tensions and some even stronger partnerships. One of the most talked about events recently was something called Operation Sindoor. This military operation really captured global attention, and when you look at what was involved, it's pretty telling. The operation used a really powerful mix of technology. We're talking the formidable Russian S-400 for air defense, paired with super precise hammer bombs and long-range Scalp missiles for striking targets. This blend of defense and attack shows a really sophisticated level of military capability. But look, security isn't just about what one country can do alone, it's also about who your friends are. We saw this with the Quad countries, that's India, the US, Japan, and Australia, who held a joint exercise in Hawaii. This move is all about reinforcing their collaborative strategy to keep the vital Indo-Pacific region stable. With all this talk of politics and security, it's easy to get bogged down. But our final theme is all about celebrating something crucial, the persistent, incredible human drive for achievement. The last 6 months have been packed with remarkable milestones in science, sports, and culture. And you can't get much bigger than the 2025 Nobel laureates. Among the incredible winners, the Peace Prize went to Maria Corina for her tireless work advocating for democracy, while Laszlo was honored in the literature for his groundbreaking narrative style. These awards just celebrate the people pushing the absolute boundaries of human knowledge and compassion. Over in the world of sports, the 2025 tennis season was basically a tale of two tours. In the men's game, a powerful rivalry really took shape, with Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz each grabbing 2 Grand Slam titles. But the women's tour?
It showcased incredible depth, with 4 different champions hoisting the major trophies.
We also saw a significant cultural milestone in India. The government officially set September 23rd as Ayurveda Day. Now, this might seem like a small change, but by fixing the date, which used to float around with a festival, the goal is to seriously raise the global profile of this ancient system of medicine.
So let's zoom out. What's the big picture from the last 6 months? Well, we're seeing new global leaders trying to navigate a world that's being rapidly reshaped by technology. That, in turn, is creating a really complex security situation with new tensions but also stronger alliances. And through it all, that drive for human excellence in science, sport, and culture just keeps on shining.
And that brings our 6-month snapshot to a close. The world is clearly speeding up, so that leaves us with one final thought for you. What do you think will be the single most important trend to watch over the next 6 months? Thanks for joining us.